You're listening to the Agony Column News Report featuring interviews, phone interviews, reports from live book events and festivals, and conversations with readers. You can find additional news, interviews, book reviews, and more 5 days a week at the Agony Column website at trashotron.com/agony.
Nobody likes hospitals, but I like them less than most. I think it's because my father was a doctor, an oncologist, and when I was young, he'd drag me along while he did his rounds. He'd park me in the cafeteria, a fluorescent purgatory that reeked of burnt coffee and fear, then go see his patients. "Be back in 20 minutes, he'd say. An hour or two later, he'd show up, apologetic. One of his patients had died. They always died, and they always died in hospitals. So, my 8-year-old brain concluded, if I just avoided hospitals, I would never die. It was airtight logic, and aside from a broken leg at age 17, that's what I managed to do. Until one warm August evening, not that long ago, when I found myself in the emergency room. My friend Michael had driven me there, as I sat in the passenger seat, doubled over in pain. At first I dismissed it as indigestion, but this was unlike any indigestion I had experienced before. They took some x-rays and CT scans, and a few long minutes later the ER doctor walked into the examination room grim-faced. Something was wrong, though exactly what kind of wrong he couldn't say. The lines of worry on his face sent a spike of panic through me. A surgeon was en route. They had to interrupt his dinner party, he said, thus layering my terror with a film of guilt. "Just wait here," he instructed, as if I were going anywhere with an IV dangling from one arm and a hospital gown wrapped around me, though wrapped was an overstatement, and for that matter so was gown. Little separated me from the chilly, sterile air of the examination room. I was shivering, partly from the cold, mostly from fear. Is it cancer? Something worse? What, I wondered, is worse than cancer? There must be something worse than cancer. I was pondering what this might be when a nurse walked in. She was about my age and, judging from the accent, originally from the Caribbean or maybe West Africa. She leaned over to draw blood and must have smelled my fear because she paused, maneuvered close to my ear, and said, slowly and clearly, words I will never forget. "Have you found your God yet?"
Eric Weiner was a correspondent for National Public Radio. He's been based in New Delhi, Jerusalem, and Tokyo, and reported from more than 30 countries. His first book was The Geography of Bliss. His new book is Man Seeks God, My Flirtations with the Divine. Thank you for...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?